Previously on AI the Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative.
I'm the president of the Japanese Knives Outlaws branch, Tokiko Shigure. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furui's murder.
The
9.
See something funny.
Something funny.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th.
It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
Bats 490 was an ARG. The purpose was to recruit them into knives.
See?
I am aware of that video. However, it's completely unrelated to knives. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. Knives is a perfectly legitimate ideological society.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes.
What?
It's a monolith.
Just close your eyes.
Virtual recreation. VR, baby.
Kind of like a man's, you know what?
Bad.
3 things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. Fuse is coiled up and extends from there. At the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum.
Thermite.
What's this? It's like a spider's thread.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT. Where is the other end of the CNT connected?
The button. Oh, the lever?
That way.
First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared.
But it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Then how did it fall?
Rigor mortis was already
The culprit
fading.
used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis.
For the final question, why did the body explode and burn?
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon! The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. All makes sense now.
There must be someone who knew about it.
Shinpei Wagai!
And that's about enough of that. Bustling. Hey, big guy isn't here. Oh no, there he is. Ta-da!
There he is!
Ah, shit.
Damn!
Wow, really? What are you? Just dodged a bullet there. What the hell? Get it? Bustling. I hate you, Yuri. Oh dear. Ah, that's answer. What a kick! Why was he trying to kill us?
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
Wait, where? I don't see them.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Several people have called the authorities.
I am the authorities.
The local police should be here soon.
Good.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
No.
What?
You just shot at a police officer. What do you think? What do you think I'm gonna do?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail!
I mean, you shooting at us already proves your guilt, dude. Now, it's just a matter of how deep or how shallow of a hole you're gonna dig yourself into.
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place.
Wait, whose?
I needed money to take care of my kid.
MoMA?
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror.
Oh, him.
I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
Thanks for the phone. I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing for the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's all. I'll pay you 5 million yen. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th. Okay.
so me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Guilty by association. Uh-oh. Come to class 3A at Sakiba High. You'll get your money there. Wait a minute. Why is he being asked to meet at the high school, though?
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
Suspicious? Oh god, what if it's a person that we know? Holy shit. What if it's like...
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics. Chikara Horodori.
No way. It can't be.
Oh, yes. I mean, oh shit, that's bad, but yes. Plot thickens. The plot thickens. Hey. Oh man, this is so good. Oh, why are we at Ikame Shrine? Oh no, don't tell me. Are we playing Mizuki? Have we swapped that back into Mizuki section? Nope, we're still in Ryuki. Cool. Why are we here?
Mr. Date told me about this shrine.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park.
Ah, familiar location. We visited this location many times in the first game. It's the one of the favorite places of the first game's protagonist, Kaname Date.
It's just calming here.
Mm-hmm. I like this place. It's nice. Traditional Japanese shrines always have that air of peace about them, especially isolated ones like this, surrounded by forests.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Oh yeah, that.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
Hell no.
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along.
Well, I would have liked to hear like the general police response for the second murder because we got to do that in the first game. But I guess.
You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Yeah, because you live in Ryuki's left eyeball.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Yes, I love this. I love this so much. Okay.
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
You're an AI. Okay. We are getting into the meat of this game. I love it. I love it so much. Tables and chairs,
Ryuki, can you not rub your face on it?
I'm not!
blackboards, lockers, window, and then you got the notice board, monitor, table, teacher's desk, door, the body.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th.
So like around about the time that Ryuki was talking to what's-her-face, Tokiko at Knights at Lowe's, their HQ, that was probably around the time that Chikara died or was murdered.
Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. X-ray.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you.
Is there a skeleton inside of you?
Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that...
It has no guts!
Tama. Bad.
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it.
Then why did you tell it in the first place knowing it was bad, Tama?
But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
Just Ryuki's face says everything. It says a lot about the current situation. Let's look at it. She needs a humorous edit. Yes, she does. She does, Junius. Indeed, she does. What else?
Looks like there aren't any other clues here. Well, satisfied?
About the Nile message Terror sent Shinpei.
I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Shinpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Shinpei.
Are you sure? I don't know. I find that to be pretty far-fetched, but at the same time, you know. What about security cameras?
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
That sucks. Is Terror the culprit?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
Yeah, that's true.
It can't be Tokiko, can it?
No, couldn't be.
Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death.
Exactly.
And she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow.
I mean, what'd you expect? She's the president of the Japanese wing of a huge international secret society who believes that this world is the Matrix.
Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation, a false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible. In any case, let's go see Tokiko.
Hold on a second. I want to check something real quick. So here we've got a flowchart of how the story has progressed so far. Once you clear Somnium, you can select it as an unlimited sync with no time limit. So the Somnium is basically we can have a look at stuff. So okay, so as you can see, we have 2 branching paths here. I'm assuming there will be more as time goes on, but we will have to continue playing the game to find that out. Let's save here real quick.
I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Hi, I'm
I've
back
been
again.
expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Suspicious. You expect me to repeat that back to you like I'm a member of Tenet? About this room.
As you know, this is the president's office at the NICE Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
It explains the absolutely massive water feature that goes through the center of this room.
You designed it.
Yes, the flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time.
Not really. She's a kind woman. But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something.
Figures.
As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What a degenerate.
So Jin's right half. Wait, hold on a second. We've got 3 good questions here to ask. I wonder what I should ask first. So do you know someone named Shinpei Wagai?
No, I don't.
That's what a liar would say.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be.
That's what someone who knows the truth says.
I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
But?
The symbol of NICE, the non-Nupal X. There are 4 unseen X's hidden within. They represent the truth of the world you live in. That is yet another meaning inside the non-Nupal X.
Okay, so what are we... About Chikara's murder.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes,
Stuff like that.
I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades.
So, Jin's right half didn't actually teleport. Oh no, I'll drop that as the last one. So what do NICE know the percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation, a false world.
I mean, we heard that already.
And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what NICE believes.
Okay.
On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it forever.
So on one side we have the red pills, and on one side we have the blue pills. That is starting to become a bit of a bigger Matrix reference, and I'm willing to bet the writers knew it.
Forever.
Mr. Ryuki, Have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
Grand Theft Auto. Saints Row.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go.
Yeah, pretty fun.
An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
So, about Chikara's research on immortality.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie.
Tenet. So, Jin's right half didn't teleport. It's actually, look, let me explain.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
He's gonna get kicked out of the building in 5, 4,
Just a ludicrous myth, like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa.
3, 2,
I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things.
1.
And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Soon.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of Nyes have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video.
That's what a liar would say.
What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nyes in it? By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi.
庄子到 Zhuangzi. Freaking, these people just don't know how to pronounce Mandarin names, do they?
This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
These are all concepts that are going way over my head. Oh, okay, so you, strap in tight, because here we go into the realm of theoretical physics, ladies and gents. If you don't understand anything, Google is your best friend. Because, well, my brain do be kind of small, so I might need to use that too.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface.
Are you saying the Earth is flat?
In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane.
So you're not saying the Earth is flat. So what you're saying is the entire universe is flat. Or maybe heaven is flat. Who knows? What the actual freaking crap?
Just like a hologram, regarding gravity and other physical processes.
Ow.
They can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface.
What?
Let's take a character from an action game, for example.
Oh dear.
When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity.
The color of his clothes, it changed the graphics so it doesn't look like an outright screenshot of Mario. Subtle. Very subtle. Yes. Very, very subtle.
However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world. Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
The processing speed problem?
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave.
Okay, everything in here, this is going way over my head. I have but a single brain cell contained within this tiny hyena head. Someone please explain to me what this is. Help.
Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
Okay, that one I understand.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
I might have to read this trivia thing up here. We shoot a ray of light towards a board with two slits at the screen behind it. This causes the rays to be distorted to look like stripes. This is because the light has a property of a wave. Then what would happen if we shot light molecules one at a time? The light molecules show up as a dot on the screen. By continuously doing this, the stripes reappear. Why is this? The light molecules only be shot one by one, so the board should have an effect. The next part of this experiment was done using the detection device to see which slit the molecule went through. This caused the stripes to disappear and only two lines appeared on the screen. Isn't it interesting? When it's not being observed, they appear as waves, but as soon as you try to observe it, they appear as lines. This is the gist of the detection problem in molecular theory. Interesting. Yes, Ryuki, this reaction right here, this is a bit too complicated for me. So what is this Swedish philosopher's claim?
I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans.
Aliens!
Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world?
They could have.
And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Give me photons. Yep. If you think about it, the whole thing of like entire other sentient races existing in other other worlds outside of the Milky Way galaxy. I think I read about this or like watched a documentary about it. But like because of the way time works through space, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not exactly a sciencey person, but we wouldn't be able to tell if there were any other sentient races capable of space travel and intergalactic communication, because by the time their sort of observation devices look through light years into the Milky Way and on Earth, then they would still see us in the past, if I'm not too terribly mistaken, or something along those lines. I'm not sure. At least that's what I remember. It's kind of a combination of like stuff that I've read online, and also like I think I watched documentary, like half a documentary on this on National Geographic, which is why I'm remembering it so distinctly. But yeah.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
In a galaxy far, far away.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with three possibilities.
Aliens!
1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains...
Do we have a name for this philosopher at all?
That civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Like, all of these concepts are just going over my head, like, That's a nice watch.
I see. Then let us leave it at that. There is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So are you saying you could be a terror? Haha, your name even starts with T.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
So you are okay with it, but you don't seek it. Duly noted.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes.
Also, isn't that just like a massive red flag for she might show up dead sooner or later, right?
However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Say what?
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even...
I don't like the look on your face, lady.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
What are you doing? Oh.
Has this woman lost it?
Oh, she just broke her statue. Okay.
Ryuki, you were right.
She's crazy.
There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with Psync.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Psync. And he just does this dumb gesture.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
Suspicious.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through Psync.
Then...
You might have to take her in for questioning.
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular Psync.
But do you have justification? Oh my god, we do.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
What sort of nightmare world are we gonna go into this time?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
Liar.
No, I meant from Boss.
Oh.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
What are you talking about? He looks fine.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
Oh, well, here we go.
Look, Ryuki. Please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then. Let's begin.
Here we go, folks. Let's see what dreams this strange culty woman has to offer. Flashing lights warning. This is your flashing lights warning.
I wonder if this is the Nye's president's room. It's really white, though.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for Nyes.
Say what?
Where the hell is this coming from?
N.
Okay. N. Not that I know why.
A.
A. Angry.
I.
Incoming?
X!
Shingu River Ray.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray. The Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess.
Ryuki, you're crazy.
Somnium scan, activate!
Okay then, let's have a look. Ooh, the waterfall pond thing. The window. And then the symbol on the wall. Oh, there she is. Stare in Tokiko's abyss. Oh, dearie me. It seems like Tokiko was threatening someone. Peeking into her mind's abyss, you might discover something.
This is such a quiet place. So empty and blank.
I know, right?
Maybe that's Tokiko's mental state. Pretty eccentric. Hopefully we can find something here.
Looks like we can only interact with that ripped up book.
Right. Let's investigate.
And let the abyss stare back into me. Whoa! But we're gonna do this we are definitely gonna do this in the next stream.